15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw, Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, keep sit. Hey, Shelter.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Huntley to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never called the play-action fade.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, Huntley. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go. Reno.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, Lawrence nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley over the middle. It's complete. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Handoff running left is Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
You ready?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Got it. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Let's go now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off-play action. Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Catch match. Catch match. Hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready?
Pierce gets this one running right.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready?
To throw on second down.
Huntley quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hawk 70.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Looking to throw on second down.
Huntley swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that. Don't shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He targets Ingram for another grab. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
85 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Go!
Throwing on first down. Huntley. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Huntley. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo! Flag!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Hey, Alpha!
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Etienne, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on second down. Huntley. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
First down, Texans.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Pierce now up the middle.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Another carry for Pierce.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Being chased out left.
Caught left side by Mechie.
Touchdown!
John Mechie.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Knight. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, it's Knight. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they